はい、皆様こんばんは。本日も始まりましたNomaLandのゲーム実況配信でございます。まあね、サビダ日々がね続けておりますが、ぜひねリラックスして、楽しんでいただければ幸いです。で、本日もね、グリードフォールのエンディングトロフィーをね、取り続けたいと思います。まずはね、バックアップポイントをね、まで進めたいと思いますね。今はね、まだバックアップポイントがね、まだ到着してないんですよ。そしてね、バックアップポイントまではね、すべてのサイドクエストと、もうね、完成したいと思います。はい。あ、間違えました。で、そしてね、バックパク、毎回ね、そこでね、ちょっとね、噛んでました。バックアップポイントまではね、現在、水の試練です。水の試練をやる必要があります。で、逆にこちらはね、放置する必要があります。しかしね、面を進みすぎると、こういうサイドクエストがね、消滅しますので、で、その消滅直前がバックアップポイントでございます。では、水の試練はね、進めたいと思います。水の試練。なぜ水だけ試練があるんでしょう。毎回ね、不思議に思いますね。火とか火星とか大地とか、それは全くないんですよ。水の試練だけです。謎。なんか新しい指輪ありますかな。ねえ、全くねえ。ちょっと仲間のね、装備をちょっと更新しようか。交換性ありません。今、うちの仲間全員のね、装備を一回チェックしましょう。これはすごいな、正直。発射速度ね、正直いらんですよ。NPC にとっては。やっぱり一発の重さがね、大事です。なぜかというと、NPC が連射するかどうか分かんないんですね。大体私が観察する限りはね、連射してもね、一発二発で終わりなんで、まあ、大体ね、違うコードを挟みますので、発射速度はね、あんまりね、NPC にはいらないと思います。ここは証人王子ね。ああ、戦利品のチャンス。それ欲しいな。ちょっと待って。俺今、あ、これ 25%。じゃあ十分いいわ。ちょっと装備が欲しくなった。ちょっと待ってよ。はい。で、多分こちらもう大丈夫ですね。次はこれ。犠牲のスモールソードはね、これ、チェンジするかどうかの話ですね。で、癒しの、これはもう大丈夫。こちらは正直はね、ちょっと仕方ないんですね。適用するレジェンダリーがないので、そのまま使用しております。エピックでね。じゃあ、ハンマーじゃないかな。ハンマー。じゃあ、ここ弱いんですね。いい武器がない。大型のハンマーもないんで大丈夫です。41ならあんま変わんないか。彼女はね、逆にね、ちょっと いいものないな。 OK ないので進みましょう。はい、こんばんはです。さあ大きなメインストーリーはね、来ておりまして、
You have returned. The rule is still.
Here is the seal of Donegad
ここからはねちょっとね
of the village of
後半のね山場に
So
入り
you
ます。
are a trusted friend of the great healer. Enter. You are welcome.
ああ、グレンダンは彼か。
I give you warm greetings, Glendan. I am Desarday.
Your merchant congregation sways me very slightly from my path. But you are a Karants of Katasach. His trust in you makes me stop and look at you. What brings you here?
I seek a remedy. My cousin and many
やっぱ
other
りちょっとね
people
翻訳がおかしいところ
from
は
a
結構あり
terrible
ますね。
sickness. We think that
頑張ったよ
any medicine
GSE
can help us
GS
find a
か。
cure.
Really?
あ、GSE ね。
And Katasach
翻訳の会社 GSE。まあ本当の会社でね多分ねそこに日本人いないと思います。私みたいなネイティブじゃない人が翻訳してる感じですね。私より翻訳が悪いんですよね。
Yes, that I can do. But even if I should do this, for the path you seek to follow has only been tread but a very few times. We must begin where everything begins.
What must I do?
You must go to a cavern and tell me what you see.
And I suppose this
That is true. But the simplest solution, I hope you will prove that you understand this. Go now. Show us your true face.
ああ、確かにこれ思い出したよ。
What can you tell me about the sanctuary?
複数のね
It is the
解決
most
方法あり
sacred
ます。
place of the island. The hidden I protect
まあねドンバチ
these
の
doors
道も
like
あるん
my
ですけれ
father
ども
before
ス
me
マード
and
じゃない
his
んで
father
ね。
before him.
Am I to gather that there has never been a high king?
We are heads of the council of kings.
I see. And so you cannot.
The heart of the island beats near it.
What can you tell me about your.
That the word he is Tia Fradi in all and everything.
それはこ
The
の
wisdom of his
島であるこ
the
とをね
gentleness of his
その神自体
retinue
です
are looking for wisdom to heal the Renaissance.
神こそが島、島こそが神ですね。一体化しており
He
ます。
is much more than.
Can you tell me anything more about the role of the council?
We gather here at every long night, and during these nights the clans are in disagreement, and those who have complaints against their mal, and when important events take place, so that the wisdom of all might be
I must leave.
Qua awelamse.
名物ノマランドくしゃみです。
You
Oh,
have
yeah.
spoken to Glendan as you wanted.
I was asked to pass the trial of water.
I have never passed it. Only those who must reveal their soul. It is a tremendous honor given to you, Renai.
Do you have any advice to give me?
I only know that the trial can be passed in many ways.
そうだ
And
そうだ
your。choice will
複数のね
reveal the
方法があり
makings
ます
of
ね
your。soul.
ドンバチもいいんですけれども、
One
で
way
も
is through
ド
strength,
ンバチ
the
はね
other by ruse and heart. But I know no
あんま
more.
りねいいですよ。いいじゃないんですよ。
Anything else?
Nothing else. Thank you.
Good luck.
良くないというよりねスマートじゃないね。まあね状況を見極めて、進んでみましょうよ。ドンバチと策略ね両方ともね同時にやればいいと思います。なんか両方同時にあるのはね一番いいらしいんですね。私個人的にバランスがね何より。
Do you know anything about the trial that awaits us?
My mother passed it during the last election.
Did she tell you about it?
I know that you must choose your path in your way. Combat is not necessarily the best response, even if it allows you to get to where you are going. If you are confronted with animals, remind yourself that they must feed, and there are ways of altering food to make those who eat
Is that an idea that your mother?
それ結構めんどくさいんですよ。作らないといけないんですね、そういう餌。でも作るとしても作る場所を探さないといけないんです。それ割とめんどくさいなんで。
They're eating the old carcass. If you poured some sleeping potion on it, they'd fall asleep.
睡眠薬をしてみたいなの言われたんですけれども、バレるからな。
I don't have a sleeping potion on me.
やっぱり戦いだ。おおおお、まさかの後ろから。じゃあ波動拳連発で倒しましょうか。そうだ、ここはちょっとめんどくさいんですよ。眠らせるにはね、準備しないといけないし、引き返してね、大量な時間取らせるんですよ。だから倒す方がね、効率的だと思います。試練のために洞窟に入る。次の洞窟か。洞窟。はいはいはい。
This room is full of beasts that the natives call dostats. They seem to be resting. Perhaps we can pass without waking them if we move silently.
I need a bit of practice.
まあ2位でしたら、服装を利用していけるんじゃない？うふう。まだ次の試練。
Watch out, Anadai! You were freezing and you had this empty stare. The water in the basin spoke to you, no?
Yes. Exactly like the lightning-struck tree. I was something else for a brief moment.
Tell us. Visions like this are guides, keys for the sacred rituals.
I was in the sky. I was
Kaze.
floating, carried by the wind. And it was a cold feeling. I was high up and it was getting colder and colder. I felt my blood freezing in my veins. I fell to the ground and spun slowly. And then the
風、
sun warmed
雨。
me. And suddenly I bounced on the ground. And I was taken by the bubbling
太陽、
current
川。
of this creek. Then, just like before, the vision dissipated. This stone is adorned with the etching of a drop of water. Here, this looks like a snowflake. Snow, this drawing looks like an infant. Could it represent... The drawing on this stone makes me think of fire. On this stone, the sun is visible. This stone bears the image of a storm. Or perhaps the wind.
風。氷じゃない。で、太陽。そして水。ほほう。オッケー。多分。そうなんじゃない？ここに何があるの？あ、試練を放棄する。違うわ。危な。 これね、飼いならすなだめるの方が正しいと思いますんですけどね、翻訳に関して。まあね、謎を解けたのでそこを先導せずにね、
This must be
い
the
きま
seal
す。
that Glendan spoke about. It looks like the silhouette of the mountain of Tir Fredi, and a face is drawn within it.
The spirit of the volcano. One of the faces of Einar Frichterman.
これで終了か。そしてまたね、うちのね警部がおかしくなったんですね。時々ね、表示がおかしくなるんですよ。その都度調整しないといけない。
They're tear to mud on Ormanau.
お入りなさい。はい、こんばんはです。エラー落ち。もうあれ、エラーはね、避けられないんですよ。
And so you have returned. Can you tell me what the seal deep within the cavern brings into your mind?
A face in the mountain.
Then you have seen the true face of the island when looking into her waters.
まあ、必ずエラーしないゲームはないよ。よほどね、昔のゲームじゃない限りはね、エラーしないものはないんです。そこを認識しましょう。
You have in choosing the path of silence, you avoided confronting the Dosantats. Finally, you have completed the ritual, and in so doing, the Guardian recognized you as a wise man. You choose to trust the way of rules and wisdom. It is a difficult path, but it carries generous fruit. The island has seen your intelligence and also your compassion. The friendship.
Am I authorized to encounter Enonmil Frichterman now?
If the High King agrees, yes. Only a High King or High Queen is allowed to open the sanctuary. I warned you. Your voyage is
改善されてへんや
I suppose that I'm going to need
ん。されたかもしれないよ。いや、頻度を減らせればね、それが改善です。
I do not
なくすではないよ。なくすことはできない
that it may be another trial on your path.
Is he hiding?
He disappeared several months ago. Since then, we the last people to have seen him, I'm told, were the most important. There was Deirdre, Blacknid, Ulla.
My mother, alas.
Yes, I heard about your loss, Yora. And divorce.
And divorced Tirce. Thank you, Glinda.
Deirdre is the Mal of the clan of the Storm Warriors. You will find her in the village of Fedra.
I have already met her. She sent me to confront a guardian.
That sounds like her. Ulan is the Mal of the village. It is said that he welcomes the Renaxe.
最
As
後は
for
ダンカスね。
Dunkas, he is the chief of the Earth Healers.
Very well. I will go and see them.
Kwa walam seg.
ダンカスをね、次の女王に選ぶことがね、一番いいエンディングなんですけれども、今回は他の方もね、選択しないといけないです。はてはて。あれー、コンスタンティン。あ、なるほど。ここから消えるね。ここからコンスタンティンが消えますね。 でここからコンスタンティンが消えるんか。消えたね。
Lieutenant, I demand an explanation. Tell us what is going on. We haven't heard anything about Lord Dorsey's condition in spite of our inquiries. We are extremely worried. And then all of a sudden one of his guards appears, shaken and on his own, though he is part of his retinue.
アメスティはしかないよ。それは頑張るしかな
Allow
い。
me the chance to shed some light, my lady.
Your soldier is nothing more than a coward for abandoning his highness.
Tell me, what is going on?
This soldier has just reported in. He is asking for reinforcements. He believes that Lord Dorsey has been attacked.
He believes. He ran here without full knowledge of what happened firsthand.
I was sent on patrol far from the camp, but I heard screams.
ここジャンプしたら
From
全
men
て
and
スキ
from
ルか。
beasts. I wanted to return to camp, but then I heard a deafening sound, grinding, like a landslide. I thought then it would be best just to go and get help.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You are dismissed. I would like to have a discussion with this man alone.
Yes?
My lady, could you lead these fine people into the hallway if you would be so kind?
Certainly. I deplore this embarrassing turn of events. But know that you have my full support in all circumstances.
あの朝はね、時々、特に男キャラの時はね、ひげに感じ返されることが結構多いですね。
The islander convinced him to go on some journey.
By islander, do you mean the Donegad?
Yes, a strange bird. Missing more than one feather, you ask me. I was ordered to set up patrol along a small... I was told to protect our perimeter from anyone wandering along. According to the islander, it was the only access to their planned destination. I did my rounds for quite some time. Not a soul came along. But then I heard cries a ways off. I heard an enormous crashing sound like an avalanche of...
And you ran all the way? Do you know precisely where the company was when you heard these?
No, not precisely. I hadn't gone there. But I could show you. The islander said they were following the path. But he was quite...
Why didn't you go and look for yourself? To see if they had been buried by...
What? Alone? What could I have done? It seemed of greater urgency to go and get help.
I'm still having trouble deciding.
いや、アメスティはね、
But that's a question for your superiors.
あれはね、多分ない。そういう狙いですからね。
Do you know why he decided to follow the...
しかも弱いしな。残ってもね、使えないんです。
Much better. The potions that he was drinking must... I mean to show no disrespect to his highness, but that islander had the high ground. I wasn't privy to their counsel. I haven't the beginning of an explanation for that. Your cousin was all full of enthusiasm and ordered that we set out as quick as we...
That sounds like him.
I am sorry, Millet.
Dismissed, soldier. Looks like I'm going on an expedition.
Thank you, Millet.
次は追跡する。うん、無理して取る必要は全くない。取っても消えるからな。しかも使えないよ。あれは、うん、謎です。変わらんか。でもイカれる将軍イカれる将軍じゃないわ。
Welcome! It's such. Have you seen anything?
ダガはね、ああ、ダメだ。はっきり言うと弱い。
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
そして現在女王の道は、なるほど、水の試練終わりましたね。でしたらシオラな。まずシオラの個人クエストを完成しましょう。ここはまだね、まだバックアップポイントじゃないね。でも違い気がします。
Karans, I need to talk to you.
I'm listening, Sior.
Do you remember the Mind Shaker?
Yes. If I understand correctly,
Even though these priests would make good allies against the lions because they hate them as much as we do, my mother would never have traded, and she would have wanted to be buried.
so you think that they're lying?
Yes. And you, will you investigate?
Of course. Let's go.
Let's go! 瞬間移動ないの？さあ瞬間移動ね、期待してたのに。Come closer, good people. ほな。そこね。クイックセーブがないのは本当にちょっとね、困ったな。
Hello, my child. What a pleasure to see someone. Do you want to hear the word of
Not really, Father.
Nice to meet you. What can we do for you?
We would like to know more about the agreement you supposedly...
I do not see how our agreement concerns the congregation. We swore to provide this village with all our support.
In exchange, its inhabitants will have to
My mother would never have made such an agreement. She's the one who
The Queen had understood that the light was the only true path. It is for this reason that we have accepted to seal our agreement.
まあね、これは嘘でしょうね。
She had an
最初からわかるんですよ。
kind of our Aristo.
I do not believe a single word of this.
You would do well to hold your tongue, young lady. This village is now under our spiritual authority.
By not respecting us, you are committing blasphemy. And blasphemy is a crime that...
Because you think that you can administer justice here.
Siora, let's not get into another battle.
That is an excellent idea. Then you will...
さて、石を発見しに行きましょうか。デド駅店。デド駅店。駅店か。名前覚えにくいんですけどね、駅店になってますので、大丈夫でしょう。おい。あれ？ウィキドですか？ あんまり変わんないね。まあとりあえず目指しましょう。銃を使ってるやつがいるよ。危な。銃で瞬殺される可能性あるんですからね。で今俺どこ行く？どこにいる？どこ？やすです。おはようございます。いや、ダウンロードコンテンツじゃないんですね。単なるね、トロフィー前はね、完成してないのでね、それを完成するだけです。グリードフォールはね、ダウンロードコンテンツはないんですよ。英語版もないんです。まあ、情報によるとね。さすがに GSE はね、無理でしょ。翻訳会社もね、たとえダウンロードコンテンツがあったとしてもね、多分ね、扱えないですね。扱いきれないと思います。いやー、トロゴンしてないんですよ。なぜかというとね、エンディング系多いんですからね、エンディング系。で、エンディング、ただね、最後で選択だけではなく、まあね、数時間前のポイントで決まらないといけないんですので、一つのエンディングトロフィー取るにはね、数時間かかる状況になっております。厳しい戦闘だそうだ。なんで歩き回るんだこいつ。まあね、めんどくさいんですからね、エンディング系。よーし、これで全員暗殺いけるんちゃう？ダメでした。なぜかあいつがね、突然振り向いたね。
Here's the stone we were looking for. Strange, isn't it?
This stone was damaged on purpose. We will never know the precise time.
There may be a way. Those who want to make these agreements must turn to it. There are but a few. We did not have one in our village. He must be the one who engraved.
I thought you could not write.
The Donegada have a secret writing that those who want to seal a promise tell them to write.
OK。じゃあキャンプをつけて続きへ行きましょう。おやおやおや、約束の守護者。おほう、襲撃されましたね。
Everything is broken and turned upside down. Empty. A sculpted engraved stone. What happened here?
It seems like there was a fight. Everything is scattered around.
Someone went through this workshop like a tornado.
The owner must have left in a hurry. Taking
Unless someone else did this. We must find Karadeg.
Do you know where he might be?
This engraved stone bears the mark of Barayag Nodas. Do you remember him? Karadeg originally belonged to this clan.
Let's go to Vigigidor.
他に手がかりはないんですか？物資はないんですか？ございません。確かにこのクエストラインが完成するとね、またテレーメンとのね、関係性が悪くなります。まあ友好的から減らすことはないんでしょうけど。
What brings you here on Almanawi?
ちょっと待ってよ。ちょっと待ってよ。あ、これ。
We're looking for Karadeg, the keeper of...
Did he come back to your village?
He did come and then he left. We could not take him.
Did you exile him? What?
He is the one who left. He disagreed with our stance on the arena. He thought that we should be fighting them, throwing them back to the sea. This is why, and I did not want him to return.
Do you know where he might have gone?
He feared someone or something, and he wanted to hide. Him, is there anything?
I must leave.
Mm. 行きにくい場所。で、ここから右ね。もう本当にね、いかにも原住民の村ですね。おかしいな。鉱物系の素材はね、非常に少ないんですね。もうすぐだ。
It is Karadeg. He's over there.
念のための保存です。
Signora, Bertir Tomad Donegad.
These strangers are my friends, Karen.
What do you want?
Tell me about your role as Keeper of Promises. What does it consist of?
Most words must be free and able to fly like birdsong. But some words must survive those who utter them. So they call on the Keepers of Promises. Those who want to become one must win the trust of the Donegada and prove their wisdom. Then they teach us the words of stone.
So you are a kind of cleric? Thank you, Karaday.
Do you want to know anything else?
We would like to ask you about a stone you supposedly engraved.
It is the stone of the Renaigse, isn't it? I should never have accepted to seal such a promise. I did not like them, but I could not refuse to fulfill my duty. And now that she is no longer with us...
It is because you are the last person to know what was engraved on it. The stone has been destroyed.
I kept the piece of tree bark in which I...
With this tree bark, we could verify what my mother promised. Can you give it to us?
No, Donegad. I do not mean... Renaigse only bring us trouble, and you come with them. They will... I do not want to deal with them ever again.
気が強いな。
They threaten my life.
Since you want to chase the Renaigse away, and since you want protection, why don't you join the rebels? We could indicate the location of one of their camps for you.
The rebels?
The Donea Exregao. They fight the Renaigse, and they accept people.
I have heard about them, but I didn't know where.
We could help you find them, but we need this tree bark. It's the only way to prove that the priest...
In that case, take the tree bark. I hope that it will help you to chase these Renaigse away. And I did not think I would say this one day. But thank you, Renaigse.
What do these glyphs say?
That we will assist the priests in their war against the lions, and they must help us in return. There is nothing about the spirits of the people of the village or renouncing our traditions. I knew they were lying. Let's show this to his end.
直接戻る。オッケー。瞬間移動いいね。宣教師と対立。これどうすればいいんだ。いや、なるほど。賄賂を受けるんですよね。いや、それはしないよ。テレーメとはね、関係をね、悪くしたくないんですが、これは至って仕方ないことです。
Siora, Asir,
Always with your new Bertir to Madiseld. I'm happy to see you. What do you want?
Azeld, about this pact your mother supposedly made with the priests.
Yes.
We went to Falrisdale to see the stone.
Were you able to read it?
No, because it was destroyed by someone. I am certain that the...
You're probably right. But for...
We retrieved the piece of tree
でも
bark
証明できましたよ。
Siora, what's written on it? Mother promised to help them against the lions, and they promised to help us in return. There's nothing mentioned about them settling here, and even less about them being in. So they lied.
そうだそうだ。
And insulted the men. I think it's high time they left. I think so too. You lied to us. You took us for gullible children. Leave this village at once. You will never be welcome here again.
But if you want our help with the Alliance, your people must convert to the light.
説得。
By lying, you have insulted the memory of the Queen. The entire village
はい、
will
こんばんは
be
で
happy to
す。
let you pay for your affront if they hear about it. You do well to leave
証券さん
before having to face their
歓迎しております。
We are not
ぜひね
here to
リラックスし
shed
て
blood.、
楽しんでください
We're
ね。
leaving. But we will not forget your role in this matter.
まあ結構ね寂れたチャンネルんですが。
I did not think they
わあやっばいやばいやばいテレーマーがね優しいなった。
Thanks to you.
寂れたチャンネルですけどねリラックスして楽しんでくださいと。
And we will be able to perform our rituals and give our mother back to the earth. Yes. Thank you. Our village is in your debt. Siora, of course.
でもおかしいな。前は優しいになってないよ。これはちょっとやばいな。優しいになったね。かなりめんどくさくなります。でもまだね後ほどねいや私は分かりますんですけれども一番流す早いの理由はね実はねもう一周しましたんですよね。今はトロフィーはね目指すためにねちょっとね早めにやっております。まあ一応分かるんじゃ分かるんですがでもそれが一番の理由じゃないんですね。あと読むのもね多分そこそこ早いと思います。そうだな。テレ名またね、新ナイトはね、開けるチャンスがありますので、まあ、これにしましょうか。しゃあないじゃしゃあないですが。マイナス1だけなのに、減ったのかい。
Karans, do you need something?
I must leave you.
はい、次はね、多分、もう一つあるはずなんですけどね、シオラの。まさかのねテレメイとの環境が悪化しております。 あ、しまったまあいいや。押し間違い。あとまた私のキャップがね、おかしくなったのね。なんでやねん。おかしいな、キャップ。まあいいや。あ、話すことはできました。
Terence, could you help me once more?
What is it?
I must prepare the ritual for our, and I think that I will need your help.
But your sister will be there.
Sure. For the ritual, yes, it will only be the two of us. Will you come with me?
Of
いいぜ。Let's
course. I'm
go.
happy to be by your side.
またトラベルです。ヘドレの村。まあね、正直私個人としてもね、底辺面はね、嫌いです。無理やりね、自分の宗教をね、宣伝するのはね、あんまり好きじゃないんですね。そこは間違いないです。ただし、ゲーム進行についてね、関係をね、すべて最大にしないといけないという制限がありましてね、するしかない。ある程度、媚びを売らないと。
What do you want?
I'm only here to accompany Siora.
I came to give our mother back to the earth. I know. Performing the ritual. Isolde, I miss her too. No. Preparing the place is the role of the Donegada.
バルハラトロコンしましたよ。あれ、私がバルハラね、プレイしてるのを知ってるのは初見じゃないんですよね、初見さん。ゼロファイターさん、初見じゃないんじゃないかな。結構前はね、クリアしました。トロコンしました。しかもね、トロコンした時はまだ 0.1% の時ですね。あの時は嬉しかったんですよ。0.1% でね、トロコンしましたのでね、結構テンション上がりましたね。相当な戦後組ですよ。はて、ちょっと待ってよ。墓地へ行く。なるほど。いやいやいや、今後もね、気軽にね、コメントしていいですよ。ノマランドはね、そういうガチガチの決まりはないんですね。フレンドリーでやっております。まあぜひ今後ともね、聞きたい質問があればね、お気軽にね、聞いてください。ご自由にどうぞと。まあ答えない場合もあるんですけれどもね。 引くのは全然問題ないです。ただし答えるかどうかね、ノーマランドが決めます。ウィー、うわー、うやー、これね、極み難易度のね戦闘結構ね緊張感ありますんですよ。何せほぼ即死ですからね。敵の攻撃力は高すぎる。あと魔法キャラやっぱめっちゃ強いな。
We are approaching Vasrigan. This is where I will perform the ritual. This burial mound has been the final resting place of our queens for generations.
でもいけないじゃん。
It must be prepared before we can start the ritual.
ここじゃないんか。周りをくるっと回ってね、入り口を探そう。大波動拳の連発ですよ。まあこの連発のスピードはね、もう滅殺5波動ですよね。墓地へ行く。行ってから物の準備ですかね。
Something's wrong. Normally, you would hear the birds singing in this place.
What do you mean?
I don't see anything peculiar.
There. Hanglands. This is not their natural habitat at all. We cannot leave them here, so close to the burial mound.
天なんですね。集めてから一号と味にしましょうか。おほー、ハメハメはそうはさせんぞ。
They are doing in this area. You never see any around here. They must have nested in the shadow of the burial mound.
In that case, we have no choice but to destroy their nests.
よ
Otherwise,
ー
they'll just
し、
keep coming back.
一号打尽だ。
We cannot let these carnivores roam so close to my mother's remains.
一号打尽こそはね、魔導士の力ですよ。何回も言うんですけど、この一望打尽の力を見てね、やっぱりね、近接キャラかわいそうです。一番弱いのが近接、次は銃、次は魔法かな。魔法最強で、銃が真ん中、近接キャラが最強、最弱ですね。どう頑張ってもこの基本構図はね、崩返せない。にゃまた敵があった。じゃあ一号立ち、おいしましょうかい。ここの敵ちょっと強いな。予想以上に強い。これ以上ね、攻撃力は上げることはできないんです。おいまたかい。 では次の巣を破壊しましょう。ほほう、じゃあ一網打尽やりましょうか。早くこっち来いよ。アドレナリンが不足であることを忘れました。これ近距離キャラであればね、はめられる可能性もありますからね。近距離のキャラの場合はね、各撃破しないといけないんです。結構戦いにくいんですね。いや、4周必要はないです。チェックポイントを作ってそこから再開すればいいです。しかしそこのねチェックポイントから再開の4周は必要ですね。で、なんで1周目でしないのがね、1周目はね、チェックポイントを作り損ねました。だから2周をね、2周目を始めたんですよ。また男女別のね、トロフィーもありますので、最低でも2周かな。男キャラと女キャラね、1人ずつです。
Is there anything else to prepare?
Of course. We will need some sensors crafted especially for the ritual.
Where can we find them?
It would be ideal if we could craft them ourselves. And I will also need some mortuary lotion. I will give you a list of all the ingredients because we will have to once we have gathered these last items, then Iseld and I will be able. I thank you for being by my side and helping me do.
Don't mention it, Ziora.
まあ2周で十分ですね。ただしチェックポイントの作りはね、忘れずにとのことですね。チェックポイントを作り損ねたらね、それは追加の1周になります。まあ2周のチャンスもあるんですから。ここ作業場ないの？作業場ないの？作業場ねえな。やっぱり出るしかない。一番近い作業場。多分それじゃない。そこ行くにはね、ちょっと問題になります。どこやねん、一番近い作業場。多分村だと思います。行くしかないか。迷ってない迷ってない迷ってない。ここの道何回ですかね。やっぱり迷ったよ。 直感も最高なのに。
Karans, do you need something?
I must leave you.
ちょっと待ってね。ローションを入れる。それも作るしかないか。香炉はどれくらいいる？香炉は2個。ローションは1個。OK。
We have all that we need. Let's go back to the burial mound to put everything in place.
直接戻る。よーし、いいね。
Here we are. It is on this stone altar that we will place the body of my mother. We must place a censer where her head will be, and another near her feet. And then you will have done everything you could. Your presence by my side means a lot to me. But this is how our ritual of the dead is performed.
センサーを配置。なんだよ。ポーションを使う。
Everything is in place. Thanks again, Honor Manawi. My sister should be joining me soon. Oh, these rituals are demanding. But they help us to say goodbye to those we love. You have been a true friend. Thank you. I will never forget the kind...
It's only natural, Siora. I know what it feels like to lose someone who was dear to you.
We should go now. It is time to return to the living.
OK、次は女王の道かコンスタンティンの運命か。先に運命しましょうか。私の経験上でね、確かに運命を先にクリアしないと女王の道も進めれないんですよ。よって運命一択ですね。ねえ、また敵だ。まあ一回嵐をね使用する方がいいんだけれども、あいにく怒りゲージが足りないんでね。普通に範囲攻撃倒しました。あ、そういえば今の私の属性はどうなんだ。2か。3があればより強い装備を着れるはずなんですけどね。でも体はそのままの方がいいかもしれない。体にはね怒りゲージの増加がありますので、それが大事ですね。あれ、そこ敵なの？ 出来だな。でもなんでここに敵いるの？何があった？何かの襲撃現場かな。でもまあ用はないのでちゃっちゃっとね行っちゃいましょうか。でもね、やっぱりね、一番嫌いなテレーメイですからね。相性悪ナウズはね、まあ要は航海士ね。航海士のナウズはね、それは意図的にね、放置しましたんですよ。チェックポイントを作るためにね、意図的に放置して、だからね、信頼関係はね、低いんだけれども、テレーメイ普通に嫌いですからね。ああいう立ち振る舞いはね、正直腹につく。これ違うな。これ以上のものはないか。さてコンスタンティンを探しに行きましょうと。にょ敵がいます。意外と数あります。位置を調整すれば嵐なくてもね十分戦えます。
This is the camp that Constantine's escort must have established.
It looks more like a battlefield. I hope that Onegad and your cousin survived the fight.
Search the area. Let's see if we can find any clues as to what happened here.
まあね、生き残ることはできなかったんですよ。ちょっと怖いですので、ここ一旦ね。
Our soldiers wouldn't have taken a rest without defenses. The tents are lacerated by what looks like claws. And there are traces of blood everywhere. Some of these men must have been attacked in their sleep. By beasts? Our soldiers were attacked by surprise, and animals were amongst the assailants. However, our men reacted properly. They were armed and they fled as best they could. There are no bodies, and no sign of the presence of Constantine or Katazak. Perhaps they were in another place, and the soldiers wanted to join them. We need to follow the tracks.
早いな。一瞬で全てのね。
This area has been trampled. An entire stampede passed by here. Our soldiers must have fled the area and taken this path followed by their assailants.
知識の洞
This is a
窟。
sacred place of a native cult. No doubt this is where Katazak and Constantine were going.
It isn't really a place of a cult, but rather a place of anchoring. A place where Donegada perform a ritual to become Sinol Menawi. These places are charged with great energy.
なるほどね。
Katazak wanted
ここで何かの儀式をね、行ってましたね。
Perhaps. But there are bodies. And without a doubt there was fighting here. Search the place. Let's see what we are able to find. This blade is a native ritual knife. And this bowl contained a potion. Someone
ここでね、コンスタンティンが
Could Katazak
怪物
have
に
found
な
a
る
better means to alleviate Constantine's symptoms?
場所でありますね。
A crater, without a doubt caused by an explosive potion. The soldiers might have been carrying them. They must have been desperate to have taken such drastic measures. The corpses are both men and beasts. These soldiers fought dearly to the end. Neither Constantine nor Katazak are amongst them. Constantine and Katazak must have been visiting this place. Perhaps performing some sort of healing ritual. When the attack took place, the soldiers intervened and many fell during the fight. But a group escaped down this path. We need to continue following their tracks.
痕跡をたどる。
More tracks. Footprints. The ones who got away fled this way. Strange.
燃やされ
These
た場所。
trees look half calcinated, as if they were exposed to immense heat. These weapons are in terrible condition. Whatever did these men come up against?
でも音楽。敵がいるぞ。
Another burnt tree. This path seems to have been scorched in flames.
お、多いな。
More signs of an explosion. Can't believe that our soldiers could be carrying so many explosive potions.
あれは爆薬じゃないからね。
These poor soldiers
集
were
合者の
torn to
攻撃で
pieces.
す。
Animals again? Or something else?
うん、これでいいんだ。じゃあ進もうか。
New footprints. It looks as if a group met up with them and took this path. There was more fighting over here. There are not only corpses of our own men. Where could these other soldiers have come from? More signs of explosions. But what were they doing with all these explosives on them?
痕跡をたどる。ここでまだ探すんですね。別の痕跡。痕跡のマークはもうないか。痕跡のマークどこだ？ 勝手に進んだらどうでしょう。
There are footprints. Only a handful made it up here.
作業メモ。でも作業メモはね、あんまり興味ないんだ。全部集めてもね、それほどの報酬もないから。
I can't see any sign of Constantine or Katazak.
Bit of poison on my blade, and let's go!
でかい体の割に意外と弱いな。
I don't recognize these men. Still more unknown soldiers. Could they have been responsible for the attack? This one is carrying a letter. Let's see. According to this note, this troop came from an outpost of the Bridge Alliance close by. A patrol, no doubt. Could the bridge be in some way linked to this attack?
いや、関係ないんです。
That makes no sense.
そうだよ。まあ一応関係ないんですけれども、でもストーリー上ね、通ってはいけない。
As if they had taken cannon fire. But what could have happened here? These vials look familiar. Katazak used the very same to stock his potions. He came all the way here. I'm going to pick them up. I recognize this sack. It's my cousin's. Oh, Constantine. What have you gotten yourself into again? Very well. Let's sum things up. Constantine and Katazak definitely came through here to perform an attack obviously involving wild... And then there are these traces of inexplicable...
You cannot suspect my people are behind this attack.
Unless he himself was behind it. He's a power...
How could you even think something like that? He is a healer.
Perhaps he only did it to gain our trust. With Constantine captive, he can now apply leverage to the colony. But in all truth, I have no idea. Regardless of who is guilty, I must find my cousin. Perhaps we could return to Wenxavier in order to learn more. We're also going to have to visit the out. Their soldiers participated in the combat. Or at least
that trail seems
まあ
a
ね
better one to follow.
犯人はね、
Katazak is a good man.
That is
すでに知ってる人物じゃ
But
な
I
い
do
です
not
か
see
ら
how
ね。
they could have made these. However, one way or another, Constantine is in danger.
別に
Let
容
us
疑
be
者
on
だ
our。way without further delay.
単純な陰謀論じゃないですからね。ここから降りれる？降りれない。降りれないならば足で行くしかないか。金貨ね。単純の金貨はあまりいらないんですよ。よいしょ。お、敵がいればね、なるべく倒しましょう。さあさあさあ、集める集める。おい、もっとこちらへ。ここから連発。やっぱりめっちゃ強いな。これで一斉にね、敵を殲滅するのね、ほんとに海岸も覚えますね。 非常に気持ちいいんですよ。近距離キャラでね、決してできない芸道です。銃を使えば、まあそこそこの範囲攻撃できるんですけれども、やっぱりね、魔法キャラに勝てないな。特に止まらせてからのね、魔法連撃、本当に強すぎますよ。ほな来ましたよ。さあ情報いただこうか。
Colonials? You must have gotten lost to have come this far from nowhere.
Desade. I am legate of the
A legate? Pardon my dismay, but we don't get many here. Captain Idris. I am the ranking officer in charge of this. What can I do for you?
I am looking for Constantin d'Orsay. The island
A governor? Here?
My cousin was part of an expedition. His men and his camp were attacked. But we found no trace of his body. Wounded and holding up somewhere.
Have you cast your suspicions in our direction? I hope this is a joke. We've had neither reinforcements nor supplies for weeks. I wouldn't risk the few lives remaining to attack a governor's. I'm not crazy. I'm truly sorry for your cousin, Excellency. But the region is dangerous.
You do know that we found the bodies of several men.
How could you be sure?
One of them was carrying a note.
And they are dead. I had hoped they'd...
Explain yourself, Captain.
They were monitoring the zone.
ああ、なるほどね。
They were to warn us of any troop movements. We
監視兵ね。
lost too many men to
そして巻
surprise
き込まれまし
attacks.
た
We decided to take initiative and be ready. Yesterday, we heard screams and saw...
And you didn't go and see. You hear screams.
So the last of my men give up their lives for... You can think of me as a coward if you like. But me...
Why do I have the feeling that you're holding something back from me?
主張する。
I understand what you're feeling. The feeling of being... But if you know anything, speak.
I don't know what to tell you, Excellency.
Captain.
I already told you.
ああ、金を出
I
すし
can
かない
see
か。
how difficult your present situation has become. I'm certain you
説
haven't
得は
been
ないので
either for quite some time. I cannot solve
金を
all
出すしか
of
ない
your problems.
A little gold with certain... One of the men I posted there
A
returned...
survivor.
He wasn't able to say a word. He collapsed unconscious 2 steps. Our nurse sits with him, but his wounds are extremely serious.
I am sorry to hear that, Captain.
Go and see the nurse. Perhaps you can do something. I can't take it anymore. To lose another man. Anything else?
Concerning the young man...
Did you see the nurse?
Not yet.
Really? This boy will not survive. Anything else?
I need to be going.
I would very much...
OK。じゃあ人命救助にしに行きましょうか。ナースさん。あら、そのミッションもあるね。でも正直そのミッションをね解決したとしてもね、報酬もねしょぼいので、わざわざ解決しに行くもんじゃないです。私もね完全放置しております。
What are you doing there? This is an infirmary.
I know. I've come to see the wounded soul.
That is very kind of him. But alas, it's a little late.
What are you saying?
No, he still lives, but I've been asking the captain for weeks to escort. I no longer have a single, and now that we have a wounded patient.
Do you know what type of remedy?
Yes, at least I think so.
I see. Give me the...
Thank you.
聞く。うん。まあいいや、作りましょう。どこだ。これは価格の力か。価格の力。この翻訳ちょっとね、もっとなんとかしてくれないかな。
Yes, I was.
Give it to me. We must wait and...
Will he make it?
I hope so. We'll know soon.
And if he survives?
Come back tomorrow at the same time.
Very well.
See you soon. And thank you again.
明日わかったよ、もう。どこを寝ればいい？さあ、キャンプだ。キャンプといたらね、FF15 を思い出すんですよね。キャンプ地を探す。大変でしたよ。キャンプ。17時間しかない。もう一回ね。あと5時間。しゃあねえ、やるしかないわ。ちょっと寝すぎましたね。いいことに回復。
How are you doing?
Better. A lot better.
I simply prepared the potion. Could you tell me what happened?
I will try. They're not really men. We were posted up on the peak to follow rebel, and we heard sounds of fighting not far from them. Were screaming. Soldiers of the Coin Guard and an islander were trying to protect.
Constantin Katasak and his escort. Who were they fighting?
Dozens of wild animals that seemed completely...
Flames?
I don't know. My friends and all the soldiers... I didn't see everything. All was... But I thought I saw another islander. Big. He's the one who took the sick. There was practically no one left on the battlefield. I came to when I heard voices of islanders approaching. I thought to myself... coming to finish off the wounded. I dragged myself here.
I'm going to have to go and fight.
You shouldn't do that. They killed.
That's enough. Rest now.
Yes. I'll have a word with you.
あれ？なるほど。こういうことか。
I was told. Thank you. You can't imagine what this.
Please, I did nothing.
Did you learn what you needed?
Yes. I was able to question. He and his company heard sounds of the attack, and they went. My cousin's escort were nearly annihilated by animals that jumped out from. A strange sorcerer controlled them.
One of those rebel savages, no doubt. I knew that they'd be behind. They must have learned that an important man was in the region and thought he would. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. I know where the.
Like you freed the scholars. You're a good woman, Excellency.
小学生はなんだよ、も
For safe.
I need to be going.
I would very much like to do
う。
this.
長い時間かけてね、アップロードして、アップロードじゃない、アップデートをして、またこんなレベルですね。がっかりです。まあこれからねスキルを取ってもねあんまり意味ないんですよね。能力でこれを利用して、バスクドさよならですね。あれあれ出口ないんだ。くそ。さてキャンプから行くよ。あ、でも仲間チェンジだ。バスクよりね、戦闘面が一番いいのはね、クルーズさんですよ。はい、ここからだ。おい、行かせたなお前。中野一緒に行動して欲しかったんですね。直接ここから入ることはできるんでしょうか。攻撃しないでくれることはね願っております。あ、いや、ここからだ。普通に入れた。 ハローハローハロー。
Do it. What are you doing? Who let you pass?
Your men. We're here to parley with your chief.
Parley. With Renaigse?
Leave this to me. I want to know what they... I know you, Renaigse. It is you who freed the lion. Speak.
To speak to you about my cousin's capture and the massacre. A soldier from the nearby outpost.
説得する。
I know that you see us as your enemies, but we are not here to harm you. I only seek to find the man I consider to... as well as the man who was protecting him. Katasak.
No Donea Exregal would attack Katasak.
If you didn't attack him, you must know. I was told that an islander, perhaps your men were there to aid them.
We do not have your cousin, and we do not know what... As for Katasak...
まあね、容疑者は別にいます。
He died from his wound. That night,
死ん
we
だ。
heard the sounds of a terrible combat. We went to see the last breath of Katasak, and many of the Renaigse were dead. We carried the body of the Donegad.
He gave his life to protect Constantine. This request might surprise you.
まあね、彼の友情はね、非常に素晴らしいだけれども、でもその友情のせいでね、
To understand what killed him.
We've no Donea
こ
Exregal
の
would attack Katasak.
物語の最大の
You
ね
have been lured to, or they were mistaken.
悲
That
劇
is
を
the
生んだ
very
んです
reason I need to see his body.
You may see him.
カダサハはね、いい人だけど結局問題を生み出すんですよね。コンスタンティンをね、ドネガにチェンジする儀式を行ったのですから、それがなきゃね、コンスタンティンは救えるかもしれません。
Katasak.
今それをしたからね、もうコンスタンティン自体もね、救えなくなりました。
Forgive me, Donegad, to have doubted your loyalty, and even more for what we are about to do. Now then, let's see what story this corpse has to tell. The corpse retains the marks of a bludgeoning. There are large bruises all over it. I can see no wounds that could be attributed to a blade or musket shot. The main wound is found on the chest, which was crushed by something tremendous, to the extent that the skin has been torn, and the ribs are in pieces and the organs punctured. The edges of the wound are singed and smell of burnt flesh. There is a powdery spot on this wound, as if from ash or dusty gravel. Katasak bore the brunt of this attack of incredible force. I would venture to say it was inhuman. I can only imagine one thing that would have inflicted such a wound. It's as if an enormous burning stone hit him right in the center of the chest. And seeing as how the bodies of the soldiers we found were sporting wounds of us, we can deduce that we are tracking a man or a creature.
I can't imagine an Adaig behaving like this.
あ、そうですそうで
It
す。
is not
ナ
their
ダイ
man
ジ。
that they might attack careless hunters or warriors through the power to call volcano fires. Could only be that of a guardian. No simple man.
We still don't really know who is actually behind this attack, judging by the severity of
まあ
these
目的は
wounds.
ね、実は
I
ね、
fear the worst for
状
Constantine.
況、呪いを悪化したくない一心ですね。
You've learned
向
so
こうも
little.
ね、
You've learned to fear.
いい目的をね。
Your instincts should have been enough.
We had to at least try. Are you not even concerned? Or angered by what happened to Katasak?
We've grown accustomed to the loss of lives. You're all the same. There is truth in your words. Guardian and Donegad would never attack one another. There is a ritual that might help us. Anatalas.
The Anatalas Fair? What is it?
It is a magical rite that only a person would. It allows the Donegad who chants it to relive the last moment.
That would allow us to at least see the face of his assassin.
If what I have heard is true, yes.
Let's ask her for her help then. She might be.
You are quick to ask another to put her mind in danger. Imagine the pain of the wounds of another, shaking your body. This is what you must ask of the Tiernahach. It is the price she must. When her companion was lost in battle, fighting against your own, she wanted to live that. Since that day, our Tiernahach Kadaktas has never breathed air.
That would explain her distrust of the colonials.
You must make her see your purpose. It may be the only way you are going.
翻訳のねちょっと辻褄合わないですね。次はメイブさん。メイブさんに頼みます。うわー。メイブさんもね好奇的な方ですね。ただし主人公一行に対してはまあそこまでね反応悪くないです。これはどうかな。いやあんまり良くないな。80、17。これ30ね。30度60。プラス30プラス60。よし、こいつ使おうか。うんふん。リサイクル 90% しかない。ああ、まあいいや。トネリコのハンドル。で、走行ダメージね。OK。 結構いい感じになってますね。はい、いらないものを入れときましょうと。次はこれだな、5733。バスクの装備は何でしょう。ストレートサーベル。36中ね。やっぱり36中であることは変わりません。あんまり変わんないですね。ここもじゃあ無理してチェンジする必要もないか。気絶。今シオラの装備は何だ。犠牲ね。でも強化はできない。じゃあチェンジしましょうか。一つは物理ダメージ、もう一つは走行ダメージね。OK。多分このままでいいと思います。はい、いっちゃいます。
Hello, Mev.
Renoixe.
I've come to ask for your help.
My help. You still seek the remedy for...
My cousin has been taken.
Truly?
By performing the Anatalis fair on the body of Katasak the Donegad.
Katasak is dead. Undervushti. He was a good man. Perhaps the best of us all. How did this...
He went with my cousin. My cousin has disappeared. We examined him, and it seemed as if he had been...
Fire of the earth. Only the Nadaig Maneman have the power to wield it, but none of our own would have attacked.
This is why we need your help. We want to understand and to find...
And you will avenge the dead as you have avenged my wound. Very well, Renoixe. I will help you. And I also wish to gain understanding. Our island wails in suffering. Many Sinol Menawi have died. The Anatalis fair may kill me, but at least I will know. You will need to act as my Voglendaig and bring to me the necessary...
What do you require?
A potion. And listen and remember. Or write in your language what I shall tell you. Do not forget, the viscera of the scavengers must be taken from a place near the battlefield, because they contain the flesh of those who... As for the personal object of Katasak, find his weapon.
He didn't have a weapon when I found his body.
Where can I find him?
In Duren's camp. She recovered him after the battle.
Very well. Not far from there is a sacred circle. You'll find me there. Then we can perform the rite.
I'll go and get the ingredients you require, and I'll find you there when the moment is...
Safe travels.
Okay, let's go. やっぱり変な役ですよね。しかもね、統一してないんですね。もう勘弁してくれよ。でここで一回そうだな、物を作ろう。ああ、先に収集しないといけないな。そして敵。まあでも早めにそこ取る必要はないのかい。正しみじ、正しみじ。どうや嵐を使用するとね、敵の 魔法耐性もね減らされるんで、さすが一気ですよ。恐ろしい魔法少女です。そして動きはね、もう完全に豪気ですね。通常攻撃が波動拳で、回避はねアシュラ旋空ですね。おほー、なるほど、こいつらから取るのかい。はいはいはいはいはい。これで OK ね。そしてもう一つは武器。
I recognize this weapon. It's Catus axe, I'm certain. It must have been broken during the battle. Let's take it back to Mev. 瞬間移動あるね。助かる。はい、ではここで作ります。最後はメイブのところ。真夜中で会うのね。そしてクマさんたちと出会いました。はい、前衛お願いしますよ。すごいな、シオラ一人でね倒しましたよ。取れない。ほんでこの道ね。その前にはやっぱりね、保険のために一回保存しときます。
Were you able to find the element?
Yes. Here is what you asked.
This is good. The moon is high.
かっこいい。
Katasa, we have come to learn the truth of your death. Ato al confrangawi brandi, olehana memen adestame haman. Baravridenan tahanemo quate grerpem. Liquidam da renaute da hodos. Lemat. De tahawan kloisam. De talugedon velam. De taragam buledam. De tatamenam reloidam. Adotalamen contebedam. En antelam verfractam dom.
Katasak! Help me! Please!
Show no fear. I do not think he means you any harm.
What is this? This monster. Why is it attacking us?
I don't know. I don't understand. It is as if it seeks you out. It wants you.
You never should have done that, Katasak. To save one Renaikse, you put us all in great peril.
Windband.
His spirit
Joe.
is different. He receives badly. You have woven the bond of the Deathbringer.
What is happening to you? Get a hold of yourself. Come on.
I cannot believe it. He has returned. Who has?
女王です。
Finbar. The High King. We thought he was dead. He disappeared months ago.
Is he the attacker? And what of Constantine? Have you seen a young blonde-haired man? He was sickly.
Yes. The golden-haired was there. And he was afraid. Katasak protected him before he was killed by Finbar. Leave me now. I am very tired.
How are you feeling?
Better. What are you going to do now?
If I want to have any hope of finding Constantine, I must follow Vinbar.
やっぱりね、翻訳はね、
You know where to look for
一
him.
致性がないんですね。
Vinbar has been missing for
なんでだろ
months.
The kings and queens could tell me where they saw him for the last time.
Then you must earn their trust. Arm yourself with
う。
patience
とはね、
and
この
courage
ゲームの
among
内容
you
自体
now.
もね、あんまり理解してない翻訳者ですね。
Thank you, Mev. You have helped us greatly.
Do not thank me. I have not done this for you, but for Katasak. In order to satisfy my curiosity, I betrayed my king. You will find him and confront him, no doubt. All that remains for me to do is to pray that I have done nothing that...
Farewell, Mev.
はい。やっぱりね、最終的にそこに合流するのですよ。ないね。さてと、キャンプへ戻って、瞬間移動しましょう。瞬間移動ではなくファーストトラベルですね。デルドレウラダンガス。
What brings you here on Almanawi?
I seek Vinbar, your High King. I was told you were among the last to have seen him.
I do not know if that is true. But since you have helped our island, the last time I saw him, we were in He wanted us to help him decide what we should do about it. Edra and Bladnid wanted us to spill blood and chase you from Ulan's words were all honey.
あんたです歓迎すべき。
I attempted, as is my wont. Vinbar was not convinced by any of us.
バランスの道ね。
He decided to turn. He left us to go to the sanctuary to see.
Would he still be there?
I do not think so. The great mind, but he would not have abandoned his people without. You should go to Wenshavar.
Thank you, Duncan.
あったあった。トラベルポイント。そういうことね。かっこいい武器ですが、実はね、あんまりね、使えないんですよ。正直の話。正しい方はこの方のはずなんですね。
But dear Tumad, it is rare to see. Is there something or?
What can you tell me about your
Wenshavar is a place of peace and meditation. The trouble we with feathers and we do.
It seems strange that one of your own.
It was because of his wisdom that he was chosen. In a time where those from the far. Anything else?
You must know the High King, Vinbar.
He was one of the greatest Donegada. Wise, and but the arrival of the Renaigse troubled him. He was afraid that you would be like the people of the sea. He traveled the island far and wide. Sword, and then he moved away from us. Anything else?
You seem to be close to Sarah.
She is my friend. She is out. Her love for Vinbar is stronger than our friendship. I am afraid for her.
ちょっと違うかもしれないね。
Afraid of what she might do in order not to, because she is untamable. And when she makes her mind up, anything else?
I'm looking for High King Vinbar. I know that someone here in his village might know.
If anyone knows, it would be Sarah. Anything else?
Would you know where I could find?
She left to follow Vinbar. She would.
What do you mean?
I don't know if Renaigse, our High King, is on Olmenawi. His bond with the mountain is very strong. Even stronger now. Sarah knew that the mountain would take him back. And she wanted the mountain. She went to attempt to bond herself to it. She sought the cow. We haven't seen her since. Anything else?
Where is this cavern of knowledge located?
I don't know. The caverns of anything else?
Thank you for your help.
Well, Aulam said.
2回とも2人とも話せないといけないんだ。1人だけという記憶なんですけれども、いいや。話すべきでしたら話しましょう。
Dear Tumad on Olmenawi.
Hello.
Really? Then you are a Renaigse? I have never met one with the bomb. Might I do something?
I am looking to find Vinbar. He disappeared after visiting.
You should speak with Sarah.
Where might I find him?
I do not know. She left anything else?
I heard talk about a camp.
It is a place where the Donic within the earth. They hear the voices of those. There are some on Tiafradi. The closest to our village is found, but the entrance is sealed, hidden. Anything else?
Goodbye.
What hour am saying?
入るにはね、こう何をね、出す必要があるんですけれども、あれマークが消えました。コンパスにはマークがあるんだけれどマップ上にはないね。まあでも多分そこだと思いますよ。まだね探検してない場所です。全員止まれ。うわー、ここの敵強いな。ここだと思うが。仕方ない。ちょっとね、かかり火の力を借りてね、正しい居場所を探しましょう。なるほどね。おっと、ちょっと怖い展開になっちょりましたよ。保険のためのせい。
We're not alone. We better be discreet if we want to keep the element of surprise.
いや、奇跡はいらないよ。説得でね。
She's been enduring this punishment for hours, blow upon blow through gritted teeth.
Truly savage beast we have here. Do we even know if it speaks our language?
Leave us.
You will eventually tell us how you found your way into that grotto.
Your defiance is only prolonging the inevitable. You remind me of that rat my master was studying. The creature used all of its fire in an effort to escape. Scratching, twisting.
こいつら殺す方がいいですよね。でもまあいいや、説得で。
Was its only remaining world. It had everything it could ever need, but it wouldn't stop looking for a way out.
even though its fate was now sealed to serve science. Its animal instinct drove it to flee. It had strangled itself between the bars of its own cage in a final futile attempt to escape. It was an enormous beast and very clever. If it had simply relented, it could have lived peacefully for many years. Instead of that, these monsters are torturing her. Come, we must set her free.
Hmm, おかしいな。あれれ、なんか道はあるはずなんですけど。
But I recognize this face. Lady de Sade, what a pleasure to see you again. What good wind brings you?
These people are monsters. They just tortured a woman, and then they say hello, as if it were nothing.
I'm sure that they will explain what pushes them to treat her this way.
Believe me, we would never have reached such extremities if she had told us what we wanted. You see, we have been studying these beings that show, like you, such... We call them metamorphs. But the natives call them onorman, and we seek to learn through what process they metamorphosize. The savages hide all of their knowledge within them. We discovered one here. But this woman, she knows how to enter. But as you have to know, we are so close to understanding such. Let's just say it has made us aggressive.
It's extremely
なんだ
regrettable.
とすごい言い訳だ
Free
な。
her. She won't tell you anything. Let us handle.
うんはん、大丈夫。こちらね、いい交
Have you
渉
already forgotten
力
all
があ
that
り
you
ま
owe
す
me?
交渉力が
Without
め
me,
っちゃ
you
高い
would
ん
all
で
be
す。
locked away in Duran's jails, or likely even dead. I took you for sages, doctors. But you are nothing more than a gang of skin flayers. You have made me regret my actions.
It is true that we indeed owe you our lives, but all this knowledge, ripe for the picking.
No knowledge justifies treating anyone this way.
Free her now. We shall leave.
よーし、平和的解決。
How are you feeling?
Better now. Those Renaikse are absolute. But who are you? You too are a Renaikse.
We were told at Wenshavar that you and you alone could tell us where to find Hai.
I wish I knew where he was right now. He bid me farewell weeks ago and he has not. I waited a long time and then I came here.
You believe that this is where...
No. But he came here often before he disappeared. You saved me. And so I must help. The cave of knowledge is a bit further north.
まあね、でもね、実はね、彼女もね、別の目的があるんですよ。必ずしもね、恩を返すだけでね、こちらに答えを教えるわけではない。別の算段がございます。 結構ゆっくり走ってますね。もうちょっとスピード上げてくれないかな。
Here is the entrance to the Cavern of Knowledge. I hope that Vinbar has left a clue to where he went.
Is it your wish to join?
He is my Manundanem. That means the one we must be reunited.
I understand. But why protect the entrance to the cavern at the risk?
The Caverns of Knowledge are truly sacred places.
But you are not a Donegad.
I am not. But I must enter in spite of everything. Even if I am not sure I can trust you. Because you spared these people. Remind yourself that this honor is immense and show respect.
Put your fears to rest. We have not come to defile this. How do we enter?
Allow me. I have seen Vinbar.
なんかのものをね、備えるんですよね。OK。じゃあ、どうしよう？入る？
Paint of this fresco is still fresh. It must have been painted recently. It's of a crowned man. Vinbar, no doubt. A face has been painted on...
The spirit of the mountain. My heart did not betray me.
Was that why you came in here?
To understand, yes. As the years passed, I thought at first it was due to his status, but now I see that he was hearing the call of Enoch. He had no choice but to answer it. Oh, Vinbar, why did you not share?
洞窟を探検する。間違った方向でした。やっぱり道がね、読みにくいんですよ。底文字が。
These paintings are older. This looks like it represents a man.
He is a Donegad, becoming a Nadaig Meneman. Vinbar was also bound to the mountain. It is...
If I understand correctly, the Donegada metamorph differently according to the place.
Yes. The Sinolmenawi bind them to a specific place. But how could a guardian of the plains resemble a guardian of the mountains?
Do you believe that Vinbar is readying himself to undergo this transformation?
For some, it takes years. For others,
なるほどね。
it might take place the very moment where the Donegad, I hope only to have the time to...
でもね、まあ一周の時はね、
Given how well hidden
見
this
た
sea
感じ
was,
としては
it must open
ビ
an
ンバル
important
自分の意思でね
passage.
変身
All
で
we
き
have
ま
to do
で
is
きるんで
find
すよ。
out which.
しかも元の姿に戻れることもできます。なんででしょう。本来なのはね、
This mural is
一
also
回
ancient.
守護者に変身したら
It
ね、もう
seems to
戻れない
show
ん
a
ですね。
doorway into the mountain. It seems that this door is just in front.
The Donegada seal certain sacred places with root doors.
Yes, I have run into similar barriers. But here, there are two that seem to... For one, the flower motifs seem to indicate...
This is possible. The caverns of knowledge are used to... This painting must teach the younger how to reach this.
In that case, shouldn't there be an illustration of...
The initiates also learn by listening to them.
On this one, we see a sacred site with raised... We also see a path that leads there.
This must certainly be the path the young apprentice and the Donegada that are prepared to surrender themselves.
Do you recognize the place where...
I think so. It looks
北
like
西
the
あ
grotto
あ
that
先ほど
lies
迷っ
to
た
the
ところです
northwest
ね
of our...
With all that we have learned from studying these paintings, we should. I just hope there is still enough of him and that Constantine is with him.
Who is Constantine? I thought you were looking for Vinbar.
I seek them both. I had hoped that Vinbar would help me enter the sanctuary of... But I learned from the Tiana Hakadactors that he took my cousin.
The Tierna told you this? And so you seek to avenge him?
No. Only to save my cousin and try to understand.
None of what you say makes sense. Why would Vinbar take your cousin? Oi, my head spins. I need to breathe.
Please, go ahead. We will join you soon.
I have a feeling we shouldn't have let this woman leave on her own.
Sarah is upset, and I don't think that she trusts us. We should hurry and catch up to her.
I shouldn't have told her about Constantine. She must have thought we wanted to kill her husband.
ですよですよ、ほら来たよ。
This door is locked. Sarah has put us in a very tricky situation.
She did not want us to find Vinbar. Come, these caves often have several exits.
やっぱりというまでもないんですね。なんか突然頭がクラクラって言い出しましたら、そりゃそうでしょう。絶対何企んでいる。もう別の入り口あるんですからね。見事に逃げました。でここね、歩いていく。いやキャンプへ到着したら近くまでね瞬間移動できるはず。ういやージャンプ。登ることはできない。うげ、そこには
These traps weren't here when we went through with Sarah earlier.
She must have set them to make sure that we wouldn't be able to follow her.
Let's hurry and find this passage to the northern mountain before she decides to come and fight us directly.
なるほど、罠を用意しましたね。そう簡単にかかると思うなよ。なんか間違えました。ほほう、危なっ。結構硬いな。まだあるの？ ね、探検隊のメモ。
This is the place which was depicted on the mural in the Cave of Knowledge. Vinbar must have hidden the passage to the sanctuary.
あらあら、もうすぐウィンバルド対決するのでしょうか。OK、まだ大丈夫ね。まだ消えてない。中央何がある？はは、ただ小さいの宝箱一つだけか。次は戦利品はあるんですが、重要なものはないな。こんなに隠したね、レジェンダリー一つぐらいね、用意していただければ。ほな、行くでー。ああ、遅かったな。でも普通にね、集めで、倒すことができました。敵の初期位置はね、対処しやすかったんですね。はて、いよいよか。うほー、ものすごく威圧感があるな石像ですね。 なんだてめえは。波動拳連発。戦う道と戦わない道だけかい。おいってトロコンしたまだまだだよ。だって何周もね、何回のエンディングもたどり着けないといけないので、時間かかりますよ。そう簡単にトロコンできるゲームじゃない。ほうほほほう。別サイドから行くか。にゃー敵。強いなお前。でもこの強さからこそはね、経験値の元とも言えましょう。いよいよ女王か。あれなんかおかしいな。なんか一つちっちゃい空間があるはずなんですけど、気のせい？単純にマップの記載ミスか。まあ多分大事なものないんでね、解散しましょうか。戻れない。やべえ。 よしよしよし。クイック自動保存はね、1分前のね、ものがあります。じゃあもうちょっとね、洞窟の上をね、見てみましょう。これだけか？なんもないな。特に何もありませんでした。無駄足。じゃあ行っちゃいましょうか。いよいよボス戦だ。アーマーね。アーマーは必要ないな。
Finally, we've made it to high ground. Now, let's find this trail to the sanctuary. It can't be far from here.
皮だけかい。
Bloodied feathers.
I wouldn't like to meet the bird they belong to.
Looks like Vinbar must have begun his transformation. He will soon become a guardian of the mountains. If we want to have any chance of saving Constantine, we must hurry.
ここはどこだ？あ、
You should not have come all this way, Renaikse. I will not let you.
Sarah, we must see him. We saved you. Why have you locked us in the cavern? And why do you now stop us from passing?
In spite of your friendship with these monsters, you helped me. I thought that I had to help you, but I learned looking at the paintings that this was. Vinbar has heard the calling, even if it breaks my heart. He has done what no one must stop him. I am
his path led him to kill Katasak. And now he holds my cousin captive. I am sorry, Sarah.
8 more!
おいおい。はい、ここからが正念場だぜ。マイナス3でも大丈夫。 十分な評判をね持ってますので、このマイナス3どうしても避けられないんですよ。そしてどうやらね評判のね条件はない。だからね、十分の評判を貯めてここでね、マイナスさせるのはできると思います。はて祭壇とキャンプエリアあるんですね。
Over there, more feathers. I need a bit of practice.
さあ、じゃあ服をチェンジしたらいけるんですよと。これはなるほどね。またねマンとかおかしくなった。何回目やね。これはね翻訳会社とは関係ないです。完全にね開発会社が悪いです。はてはて、まだ消滅してないね。OK。
We found the entrance to the sanctuary. Vinbar must be here, with Constantine. If he is still alive, we need to find a way. This must be the entrance to Vinbar's sanctuary. But it is obstructed. He knows how to protect his home. A stone altar. It resembles the one that protects the passage to Mev's sanctuary. This must be where I need to place the seed.
And
here is another altar. Are 2 seeds necessary to open the passage? The seed that Sarah was carrying should work.
To think that she gave her life to protect the one she loved.
Now that we have both seeds, the ritual should work.
さあいざ決戦の時だ。3ポイントね。何をすべきなのかちょっと分かんないのでやめときましょうか。でもそれうるさいんだよな。 ラスボスじゃないんですけれども。
King Vinbar! Why? Constantine didn't do anything. He's never sought to wrong your people in any way.
Like a worm he burrows. You are so naive. You cannot see with my eyes. Enol Milfrichtimin saw the wound. From atop the volcano, he warned me of the danger.
ビンバルはね、まさしく正しいです。
Bitterness, driven
今のコンスタンティンはね、非常に危険ですね。
taking
それはカダザハのせいですけど、
will be the end
カダザハ
of
も
us
ね、
You have gone completely mad.
Take it! You are too blind, too renaixe to understand.
Leave him! That's enough.
どこからの銃だよ。装備してないよ。
I cannot. Oh, source of life.
Free him. Oh, damn it.
実はね、ここで戦う前にはね、闘技場ですでにね、このボスと戦えるんですよ。もう十分にね、初見ではなく十分に訓練できるんですよ。なんかちょっとこれ違うと思う。
Your cousin is probably freed from his stone prison.
You're right. Let's go see him quick.
あれ、ビンバルのしてからちょっと武器回収できるはずなんですけど、あ、自動回収か。あー、自動回収ですね。じゃあ問題ないか。
Constantine, wake up, please, I beg you.
Hang on. We are bringing you home to get you healed. Three days have passed since we returned. I need to go to the palace to see if Constantine has finally awoken.
ここからコンスタンティンがね呪いの元になっております。公開につく公開、グリードフォールのね、物語全体的にやっぱり悲劇ですね。うん。
You should get some rest. You're not being reasonable.
To hell with reason. I've rested long, and I'm well enough.
You've just barely woken from a stupor that had you on death.
誰もね、見た目から見てもね、もうやばいと思うんですよね。完全にやばいんです。
Thank you, my lady, but I am amazingly well. You can take leave of me with no fear, I assure you.
He just escaped a deathly sleep, and here he is, ready to conquer the world. Your cousin is exasperating.
What now?
Are you going to
scold me as well?
No. I'm just relieved to see you're still alive.
I'm quite relieved myself, actually. Thank you, fair cousin. Without you, I would be dead thrice, wouldn't I? Or is it the fourth time? If we start counting the time you stopped me from climbing the ramparts of Serene, we'd be up to 5 times now.
It's unbelievable. You feel no pain whatsoever, and your complexion.
I haven't even taken a look at myself. Is the improvement visible?
いや、見たらびっくりでしょ。
How is it that... What happened?
Don't make that face. It's merely a major miracle. Come on now. I'm going to tell you everything. We have been waiting for your return. I knew you would do everything in your power. I have always trusted you. But Katasak feared that I would not hold on long enough. He spoke to me about a ritual that would help. I was excited about it. And in spite of all that has happened, we went to the ancient site. A place and all of a sudden... What an incredible sensation. Alas, we had very little time to celebrate. Cries came to our ears. We fled for a while, as other soldiers fought through, creating a path to join us.
Indeed. Once on the ritual site, I followed your trail. It seems that Vimbar was targeting you specifically. Did he say...
I was still very weak, and most of the time he whispered in his own language. It seemed that he was speaking to someone and following his orders. But there was no one other than us, cousin. The crazy madman must have been here.
Do you have any idea why he didn't kill you?
殺すよりはね、呪いをね、断つが目的ですね。ビンバー。
He spoke about isolating me from the world.
そう、それ。切り離される。それが目的ですね。そしてそれもね、呪いを断つ唯一の方法ですね。
I just want to understand. Tell me more about this ritual. What did it...
It is, I think, a ritual that the Donegada practiced to bind...
Donegada? Katasak taught you their language?
Just a few words. He wanted me to learn, to understand, but we had so little time. So we visited this infamous site, where he prepared for me a sort of ceremony. I had to cut my hand in front of an enormous... A gigantic beast came and started circling around me. Like a wave came through me, as if the power of the island was running. And now I'm on Manawi, like you. Even if the Malachor left me a few of his marks. But you had to encounter the god of the island, didn't you? How was
でも今はさ、
a non-meal victim?
Yes, I passed a trial for that. But the only...
Oh no. Do not...
And yes, only the High King can open the sanctuary. I have no choice but to return to see him. I'm certain they are going to...
新しい王。これでどうや？まだ消えてない。いいね。じゃあもっと先ですね。チェックポイントを作るのは。でもこいつを残る必要があります。ちょっと待ってよ。ここが分岐ポイントじゃない？そう、女王をね、選出する。それがまさにね、最大の分岐ポイントですよ。グレンダン。よし、グレンダンさんの話を聞こ
う。Good day, Glendan.
Beort Tirtomat, currents of Katasach. We learned of his death.
Alas, his was not your High King Vinbar. He was taken by folly. He went away into the mountains after killing Katasak and capturing nothing I could say would allow...
Are you telling me that you were the one who killed him? Kerton Sidak. What happened? How could a friend of Katasak do such...
I'm sorry, but your High King did not leave me the choice. He was about to kill my cousin, and then he attacked me. He was becoming a guardian, a Nadaig. Perhaps it was for that reason.
I believe you. You have sufficiently proven your friendship. But something... Why would Vinbar have done such a thing? His offering to Tiafradi does not justify what...
You know that I wished to see Enon...
またマイナス3回。
And he was the only one with the power to allow me to do so. I would not have caused his death voluntarily.
幸いね、原住民のね、好感度非常に高いのでね、どんなにマイナスしてもね、当分問題ない、ね。
And now our heart, in spite of our mourning, we must tell the children of Tiafradi cannot remain without a guide. Hold them, I will notify the Mal of all the clans. So
who has a chance of being...
Deirdre is powerful, and many clans would follow her. The wisdom of Dunkas will also attend, and there is also Ulan, a clever fox who is very capable of convincing...
Deirdre, Dunkas, and Ulan.
I suppose.
Who will win the vote, in your opinion?
I don't know. It is possible that some of... If Blagnid had been victorious...
Is there anyone...
Do not take me. But you shall... Can I do it?
はい。
I must leave.
あとは多分ね、全員のね、協力を得ないといけないんですね。 まあ、結局選挙ではなくね、ある王冠をね、取ってそれを持つ人が、王になる。選挙ではなくある意味試練ですね。はい、では時間も時間になりまして、そして進捗も一段落ですので、本日はここまでにしたいと思います。では本日は正式ね、ここまでにします。ご視聴ありがとうございます。ぜひまた明日ね、来てくださいね。明日は、やっと女王を選出して、そしてチェックポイントのセーブデータをね、作ります。はい、それではお疲れ様です。またね。